Hey everyone, I hope you had a fantastic Christmas. I had a really great Christmas. I got back the other day from California and I got to spend it with my dad and just that side of the family. So it was awesome. Now, I am not originally from Oklahoma City. No. I'm from Oceanside, California, down, Southern California. And my dad and that side of the family, they are all like located in Hemet, San Jacinto, that area. And also San Diego, just all throughout California, just all over. And this will have been my third trip back, and honestly, in my opinion, the best trip I've had back since being there as a kid. As a kid, I grew up with my mom and my brother Memphis. I lived with them, and then also my mom's side of the family. So my Aunt Jenny, my cousins, my grandma. But when we moved here, it was my mom and Memphis and myself. I'm the oldest child. I'm firstborn on both sides, and I didn't grow up around my dad really at all. I didn't have a lot of contact with him when I moved here, and every once in a while, like there'd be like some phone calls and some conversations, but just not a lot. And I honestly didn't know much about him. Now, if you know me, if you've been around me and my mom, if you checked out my Facebook or Instagram, maybe, I look exactly like my mom, like spitting image, twin, exactly like my mom. If you ever see us together, you might get us confused. If you see her in the store at Walmart and you say my name, she'll probably turn because, she gets it a lot. We look exactly alike. But I am so much like my dad, and I had no idea. So me and my dad, his name is Kelvin Fleming. He's pretty cool. Like he's cool. And we reconnected and just like rebuilt and worked on our relationship a few years ago. And so now we're cool. Like he's all right. He's all right. And I talk to him all the time. I text him all the time. He's super cool. But growing up, I never knew how alike we were. So he's a motivational speaker. He invests in youth. He has a mentoring program that's in different schools and in California and like San Diego area and just other schools. And he's just really cool. He's a very encouraging guy to be around, very much just like goal-centered. He has a lot of goals, a lot of things that he's working towards. He's just so cool. And he's pretty funny and fun to be around. And like for me, I love mentorship. I love motivational speaking, inspiring people, and I just never knew that my dad did the same thing. So in the last few years, just like rebuilding our relationship, I found out that I am so much like him, and I enjoy talking to him. He's pretty cool. So all that to say, in the last few years, my last 3 trips back to California to visit my dad and that side of the family, there are 3 things I want to share with you all that I love about visiting my Cali family. So number 1, they are crazy competitive. So competitive, it's wild. So game nights, they get together fairly often. They have a lot of game nights and they are just wild. They are like loud and just like really into it. There's usually no one, like at least from my vantage point, there's usually no one who's just like, I'm not gonna play, I'm not gonna be a part of it. Like they're all pretty much in the games. They enjoy playing with each other, and it's just so competitive but also very fun. And there have been a few times when we've played things like categories when I've just had to like stop and be like, are we still friends? Like, do you guys still like me? Is it okay? Like, are we all good? Just because like they're very competitive, but it's so fun. It's very high energy, and I like just that we can be around each other. We can joke, we can laugh, we can just enjoy time with each other. And like, I don't know, I just love it. I love the energy. So that's one thing I love about visiting them. They're just competitive and they're fun. They want to be with each other. They enjoy spending time together. And it's so cool to see that kind of love, that kind of like, I like being with you kind of thing. For me, quality time is my love language. So I love seeing how they enjoy being with each other, how they build off of each other, how they build off of that energy. And it's just so cool to see. Number 2, they have so many stories to tell. So this last trip, my Gana came over. That's my dad's mom, and I asked her lots of questions because I wanted to know about her life. I wanted to know about where she grew up, what she was like as a kid, all the things. There's questions I didn't ask because I was just so entranced by the stories she was already telling. And my Gana, she's a straight up thug, like straight up thug. My dad's always said that, but I didn't know until I asked her some stories. She's so cool. She's a wonderful woman. She has so many. She's lived a lot of life, and it was just great getting to listen to her story. She grew up in North Carolina, and then she moved here. Or not here. I'm in OKC. She moved to Oceanside, California, and just listening to the stories that she would tell me about her life, about things that she's went through, and I love that because it gives me a little bit of insight to my family history that I didn't know, and finding out that I have family that came here from Scotland, and I have family that actually came to Oklahoma, and they were like cowboys, I guess. It's just so interesting. I love learning about my family history because I don't know it. My mom's adopted, honestly, and we don't know a ton about her blood family. We just don't know a lot about her history. But it's really refreshing, really exciting to hear, like, from my dad's side, I can hear the stories, I can know where I'm from. And I love that connection that I get to make. Number 3. Number 3. They click. We all just kind of click, so that's cool. I haven't been around super long, and, there's, I don't know, maybe like a 15-year period or so, something like that I wasn't around them, but it's not exactly like jumping back in where I left off, but it's cool because you feel like family. I feel like I could start up a conversation with most anyone on that side, and it's not like I never left, but it's like we're cool because I know your blood. Sort of. Like, yes and no. I say that sort of because half the time I don't know who I'm really related to. I think it's a Black people thing, but I don't know who I'm really related to half the time. But that's okay, because I love that it doesn't matter that we're blood or not. I can call you auntie or uncle, cousin, whatever, because you've been a part of the family, and it's just, we know that you belong. And I love that when I go there, I still belong. Like, I have a place there, and, I get hugs, I get people talking to me, I get people, asking how life's been, and we have these conversations, and even just hanging out. And it's just, I love that when I go there, there's a place for me. I love that when I go there, I can jump in and just be a part of my family. Like, that's my family. And so I love it. I love it. How do you guys relate to your family? What's your family like? Are you guys competitive? Are you guys chill? Are you guys loud? Are you quiet? Do you spend time together? Do you have just different dynamics in your family? Who's your favorite person in your family? Who do you just like love talking to? Let me know. Let me know what it's like. And also, I'll share a few videos from some of the things that we did this week. Just coming up with it next. So we got to go hiking. Okay, let me tell a story. My brothers were I think they were mad. They might not have been mad. I think they were mad. They were staying up playing video games all night on the night before Christmas Eve. And that morning, I tell Val, I was just like, hey, I want to go mountain climbing. And she tells me about this mountain that we can go climb. And it's like an hour away or so. And so I tell my dad, I was like, hey, can we go mountain climbing today? He's like, yeah, no problem, of course. Another thing I love, I can just ask if we can go do something. He's like, yeah, of course we can do that. Like, just ask, we can do it, no doubt. Back to my story. So it's about 10 a.m. and Val and my dad, they're talking. They're just like, we probably should leave pretty soon. Let's get the boys up. And they get up and they're not mad. They're not angry, but I can kind of tell, like, they don't want to leave because they haven't gotten a lot of sleep. So we're going up this mountain, and they're trying to find shortcuts up the mountain, and like scenic routes, and it's so beautiful. And my brother Junior, he's 14, and I let him lead. It's like, cool, you can lead us, we'll follow you. And he gets us lost, just a little lost off the trail. We're a little lost, but we both kind of find a way to get back to the trail, and like kind of like slide down the side of the mountain back to the trail. And then later, as we're going up the mountain a little bit more, we Junior and my little cousin Gage, he's like 4, they try to like make it all the way up to the mountain, like to the very tippy top where like there's these steps and there's like a cross. It's really cool. And they try to get there before everybody else because I think they're thinking the faster we get there, the faster we can go home. Now this is like a 3-mile hike, and it takes us a total of 2.5 hours or so to get up and get down. But the view is beautiful, and Junior and Gage, they're just like, every time they see us, like, they go a little further, they hide, they, you know, just climb up the mountain, and me and Elijah are just trying to, like, stick together, just hanging out, enjoying the views, reading the plaques, taking pictures, just, it's beautiful. And I don't know, I thought it was funny and just amusing that they were kind of, like, grouchy about having to get up early and get up the mountain, but I think by the time we made it down, they enjoyed themselves. I think they did. I enjoyed myself. It was great. It was just wonderful. It was a wonderful trip all around. So, again, if you have stories to share about your family, about your Christmas, let me know in the comments. Hit a like, hit a subscribe, put down some comments, let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys later.
Okay, you take Gage.
Gage, come down.
Careful. Reach with your hand.
Okay.
Which way are we going? Okay. Whoa. I'm waiting on Elijah.
Oh, you can go ahead.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Gage, you having fun? You like being carried like that? Do you feel strong on this mountain?
Yes.
Yeah.
I see them.
There's more heights to climb.
Do you like cinnamon?
Nice box.
Oh, it's cinnamon, brown sugar, and sugar.
And I might need to, like I said, melt some more butter. Gage, don't spill it. I might need to melt some more butter. We want these super buttery on the inside. And we'll put the cinnamon and sugar in it. It'll be excellent.
Oh.